to all of the nominees, and again to your families. Judge Wise, there's a lot of attention being pointed to your writings, deservedly so. These things should be examined. I want to move from the things that to talk, in addition to some of the things that you've written, to talk about the prolific writings in your decisions, a number of cases that you have completed in front of you. You've presided over more than 150 trials, issued roughly 290 decisions in the appellate division, conducted approximately 500 settlement conferences, and as was referenced, authored at least 10,000 written decisions, only being reversed on 3 occasions. If confirmed, this body of work, how do these experiences, do you believe, have prepared you for the federal bench?
Thank you. In some ways, as much as all of those things have prepared me, I think, to continue to do the work on behalf of our country, I actually think that there were a lot of other things that also prepared me. Those included being a public school teacher, the work that I had as a prosecutor, the jobs that I had as a waitress and a bank teller. And I think the ways that we begin to really learn and understand the diversity in the experience that people have. Diverse experience actually makes a big difference. I think not at all in terms of how we apply the law, but judges do sometimes have opportunities to exercise discretion, for example, the best interest of the child. And so I think that both the work and the life experience that I had before ever becoming a judge, combined with the work that I have had for the last 10 years being a judge, applying the law over and over again, irrespective of whether it comports with any personal view that I have, is what I would bring.
Thank you, Ms. Laphonza. I need to practice it one more time to make sure that I got it right. You've served as an assistant U.S. attorney since 2010. Given your experience as a prosecutor, how do you plan to ensure fairness and impartiality, which truly undergirds our judiciary system? But how do you intend to ensure that in your decisions if you're confirmed as a district court judge?
Thank you, Senator. That's the role of a prosecutor now. I make sure that I look at the facts and appropriately apply them to the law. I make measured and careful charging decisions. I work with all of the other federal partners and seek justice every day. As prosecutors, it's not about striking, it's about striking hard blows but not foul blows. And I've always comported to the ethics and rules that prosecutors have to follow. I could set all of that aside to join the bench, and I would, follow the law and the facts along with precedent. But I don't think it will be a very significant transition because that's the role I'm already playing as a prosecutor, to make sure everybody's rights are upheld.
Thank you for that, and I do want to come back to Ms. Wise on your an article that is being interrogated, your writings that are being interrogated here before the committee. Just a couple of straightforward, sort of yes or no questions, and I know you've answered these, but I want to just sort of go through it really quickly one more time. Does this article that's being referred to take any position on bathroom bills?
It does not.
Does this article take any position on issues related to transgender individuals?
It does not.
Does the article say anything at all related to issues related to transgender individuals?
It does not.
Did you select the title, Bathroom Bills, Transgender Laws at Odds with Science?
I did not select it. I did not approve it. It does not actually comport with the substance of the article itself, but I think chromosomal irregularities at birth was probably not a very enticing, brief title for journalists.
And just lastly, with my last few seconds, how often do you see cases involving individuals born with sex chromosome, endocrine, or hormonal irregularities?
I suppose it's hard to know because it's significant enough in our society. We wouldn't necessarily know that that's the case. How it came up, and where I think it probably comes up the most, is when people are seeking, and again, usually parents with newborn babies are seeking to get birth certificates changed. It's not permissible in the United States as it is in other countries, for example, Australia, Canada, Germany, for a doctor who runs into these issues to designate at birth indeterminate. That's an option in other countries, and as a result, in the United States, I think it can be somewhat trickier, for doctors about what to do, and then certainly in term for judges. But that's where you most frequently see it, in name changes, in birth certificates. Excuse me.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Senator Butler. Senator Kennedy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.